have to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the longest running segment on Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable, Diversity with Delilah. Yeah. And this week, Delilah, Blount, safety, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. Anyway, one thing I wanted to say was just how funny it was that, a rule was created because of this man, right? The Mel Blount rule. And so and so that's one of the things that kind of made me think about this. And it really did change. This rule did change the game, right? Everybody had to adjust, right? Like, he was so ferocious that they changed the rule, and people will call it the Mel Blount rules from now on, which eliminated contact with receivers 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, right? Yeah, right. And so, like, that was the big change. Yeah, I know. If you want to add some more of the tidbits, I can't find, because I try to find as much as I can. But he's very, I couldn't. There was basically everybody was in the same kind of similar stance. So yeah, he was part of that. Everyone knows he was part of that dominant, right, Steelers defense from the 70s. And so basically, he's a Georgia boy, by the way, born and raised in Georgia.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a. The early years of his life, wasn't great. He lived on a farm in Georgia, was born in, poverty and stuff like that. But that didn't mean he didn't excel in sports. Even in high school, he played multiple sports, right? He started baseball, football, basketball, even track. Wow. He got a scholarship to Southern University at, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. While there, he was a Pro Scouts All-American pick as both safety and cornerback. Wow. So he excelled. Playing for Southern University, Blount made the Southwestern Athletic Conference All-Conference team twice, and was selected SWAC Most Valuable Player his junior year. Crazy thing is that he was 53rd overall pick, because he was picked in the 3rd round in 1970 by the Steelers. So again, that's why I say in football, it doesn't matter what number you're picked necessarily, right? We know that we've seen it before. Like, I know we hype up, and I get it, right? The 1st round pick, who's gonna go 10, right? But sometimes these guys who get picked like way later, no one ever thinks about, just come out and just shine. Right. They just come out and they're like, all right, that's cool. Don't worry. I know I'm going this number, but I'm gonna come out and prove myself. So he became the starter for this Steelers secondary, but in his season, he didn't allow a single touchdown. Okay, so basically that season in 1972, he himself, that I mean other players did it, but he couldn't get around this dude. Blount was equally effective playing either zone or man-to-man defense. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champ, right? We know he's part of that, Steelers team that dominated. Oh, yeah. Basically, his method was the bump and run pass defense, right? That's basically what he was known for. It's very difficult for you to be a wide receiver and try to get past this dude. Yeah. And again, that's why they created the rule, right? Yep. He went to multiple Pro Bowls, which makes a hell of sense, right? Basically, what he said was it made him laugh when they created the rule, because all he did was adjust. Yep. He's like, all right, that's cool. You're gonna eliminate that. And what did he do? They went and won 2 more Super Bowls after that, right? So it didn't matter. Yeah. It didn't matter.
He's a monster.
Yeah, so it didn't matter. So he was like, that's fine, whatever. I'll adjust. He adjusted, and the Steelers won 2 more Super Bowls after that, even with the change in this rule. So he retired in 1983 with 57 interceptions, 13th in the NFL, 736 return yards. He intercepted at least 1 pass in all of his 14 seasons, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy. That's nice.
Yep. Topped the league in interceptions in 1975, where he won Defensive Player of the Year. He also picked off 3 passes in the Super Bowl competitions, including 2 thrown by Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach.
Staubach, no doubt.
Yep. So he also picked off even while he was in the Super Bowl, right? So again, this dude was a beast. I already said it. 4-time Super Bowl champ, 2-time first team All-Pro, 4-time second team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowl, NFL interception leader, as I said, in 1975. Named to the NFL 1980s All-Decade Team, the NFL 75th Anniversary All-Time Team, the NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team, Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Honor in 2017, Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame in 1989, as well as the Pro Football Hall of Fame 1989. He was inducted into the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame in 1990 and into the Black College Football Hall of Fame in 2011.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So, like,
a lot.
Yeah, dude was a beast. Dude was a beast. And again, they changed the rules of the football game because of this.
That'll do it.
Bobby said, "Can I say that Delilah sounds like Gloria Rosie Perez? Is that wrong?"
Wow.
Let's go. Yeah, he's a little slow. 70 still curtain. Better than 85 Bears.
I know. Don't worry about
it. The only reason I will agree is because we're talking about four separate years.
Sure, they killed it.
As opposed to 1 year. So it's not the same argument. So
I get it.
Correct.
I'm never gonna argue that.
No.
I'm never gonna argue that.
So hey, shout out to Delilah. Hey, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on Mel Blount. I love him. Changed the game. Was a stud. Feared, I think, is the best. I mean, as far as safeties, she definitely was feared. Yo, got to shout out my guy, Jay. He had said, he meant to say she does know her stuff.
Oh.
He said doesn't, but I was like, what? And then she said she does. Yeah. So she said, yeah.
I was like, I spent my time doing
right.
I like cross-check, cross-reference. I check notes.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, that's my guy. He was definitely saying she knows her stuff, and that's definitely been.
I was like, what did I say wrong? I really did check five.
Yeah, he just made that mistake on there, but he's definitely in it. Oh, for sure. And everybody has said they've only spoken highly of diversity with Delilah. So
I always check my sources.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Definitely going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. We are at week 10? Is this week 11?
Well, week 11 is coming up, sir.
Yeah, so week 10 is done. Yeah, week 11 is here. And as my two co-hosts talked about,